It's for cinema munim no. Aka 1 month pepe na ya kwakotu aba na December 7 general election day for obi ani abre enya asem ketua. Na se so abeto eye NDC aka kire se eye openi pa NDC chairman pa eye Spio Garbrah pa efi eye NDC amaniku ni makwa eti for enya asem ketua eye fidi agrokra. Na se sema ekoso honum de eye hu papa enya asem kuma. Ti asem ripine kuti sema ekoso honum.
The reason why I want you to vote for me. If you are not telling them the reason why you want them to vote for you, then why are you running the election? Why should they give you the power in the social contract? Rousseau's social contract. We should give you the power so that you can rule, but you're not telling us what you're going to use the power for. Because the power belongs to all of us, you see. So if we give it to one person, which we all do on December 7th, we have to at least know what that person is going to do. We are all not going to vote for him, and human beings all over the world don't vote because of policy only. People vote because of other reasons, and you have to grant human beings that. They vote because I may vote because somebody is handsome. I vote because he's tall. I vote for a woman because she's pretty. I vote for a man because he speaks my language. I vote for a man because his name is like my own. Yes, there will be all of that kind of thing. It will be there. But it will be reduced to a significant minimum once the policy decisions, the big ticket issues, why are we voting for you? Here's a conversation between Ambassador Spio Garbrah, NDC stalwart, and City FM's Bernard Avle, speaking just after the 2016 election. And I'm suggesting to you that the things that Spio Garbrah said in that interview are relevant and present today. Have a look.
I've asked NDC communicators what was our communication message for 2016. They say, well, they can't remember it. I'm going to ask them what was MPP's message for Ghana in 2016. They rattle off a lot of things. 2016, about message. Nyaka check Ghana for the yeba. What about my henna yebe? One of the your messages nibi. Obi aman nsado, obi tuma aman nsado. Messages are walk there yeba. What about my henna? Yes then. Any message? Oh, the man. Hey, slogan you then. Changing lives, transforming Ghana. Okay, we'll change your life and transform Ghana. I see. You see, MPP forward message in one of the KB 2016 election. This is one fact. How about Spio? I say. Very good. How about Spio? Free SHS. One down.
These are your communicators.
NDC communicators, 58 of them in Ashanti region, and many other delegates I've met all over the country.
They couldn't
tell me what message NDC had for the people of Ghana in 2016. Maybe if you raise your hands, what was our message? No, seriously. And they say, well, we didn't have a message. Whatever message we had.
There is an infrastructure, something.
No, they said, well, there's a green book, but the green book is not the message. And in the case, the green book only demonstrated that NDC had done wonderful infrastructure work. Yes, very important. But the election was not about the past. All elections are about the future.
Now, contrast Spio Garbrah's concerns with what Dr. Bawumia is telling the creative arts people. Have a look at that as well.
Are all externally owned. And so when we put our music on those platforms, it's not surprising that the returns in terms of the payments that are made to our musicians are very little. Very little. And they are not much to write home about in general. And so the issue for us of making sure we have a streaming platform locally for music and put in all the catalogs from A to Z that we can find in Ghana on the platforms. That has been something that it has needed to be done for a long time. And so we've been working on this issue. Musica, Gamro, the music producers, and the private sector, the IT sector. We've been trying to, over the last couple of years, see about putting together a music streaming platform, digital platform for Ghanaian content developers in the creative arts, as I said. to facilitate the tracking, collection, and distribution of royalties in the first place, and also to enable creativeness and assess and manage revenue, and also to help maximize opportunities. So that is a very, very important part. When I had a meeting today, as I said, one of the meetings I was to have today was to get an update, and we'll take some decisions on the streaming platform. On the streaming platform, I am very happy to let you know that the work has been completed. The work has been completed, and we have joint work between Musica, Garbrah, the music producers, and the private sector, and it has been completed. And we are going to support this and make sure that we take care of the development expenses related to this platform for the industry. So in all, I think today I was satisfied after the various presentations that were made to me that we are ready to outdoor this new local streaming platform for Ghanaian musicians and film producers.
Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia talking to the musicians and the stars, the creative arts people, about how he wants to help them make returns from streaming platforms. And so he's going to create a national streaming platform, because when you stream on Spotify, the deductions are many. Deduction to the government, where Spotify is taxpayers, deduction to Spotify's tax, deduction. But if you're streaming it locally, it might be better. It might work better, and you might make more money. That's what he's telling the musicians. That's what he's thought about their problem. He's been sitting down thinking about their problem, because they are an important stakeholder. They are an important part of the Ghanaian community, and they are an important part if we want to use them for a development agenda. Every country uses its creative arts for a development agenda. So you can't have India without Bollywood. You can't have America without Hollywood. And it is a very, very critical part of the development agenda, and something also to be able to export. So every politician, every leader must be able to think about creative arts. He must sit down and have days and hours thinking about what we do with creative arts, because we do have the talent. That's what some countries don't have. We have an amazing flow of talent in that area. So that's what Dr. Bawumia was doing. So when you have a leader without a message, and he's not also thinking about what can I do for people who have water tanks? What can I do for people who sell blocks? What can I do for people who buy petrol every day in their trotro? What can I do for people who are buying kerosene? These are the things that when leaders do, it brings out the policy. They sit down and think about it. They are driving through town, they are walking through town, or they go to some village. They look at it and say, what can I do for these people? Look at how far they have to walk to fetch water. And what is he, when he says, what do I have to do for these people? What is he discussing? He's discussing, what do I do with the taxpayers' money that the people are going to give to me? Because they're going to give the taxpayers' money to him. It's a round circle like a pizza. And he has to ship it. Water here, free SH has gone, this one gone, that one gone, that one gone. If you're not careful, everything will be gone. Then you have to borrow. So as a leader, you are thinking about how to maximize this effort so that you can spend the money in a way that maximizes the strength and talent of your people, and out of that you can maximize your tax returns, and out of that you can maximize the GDP of the country. So if you have a leader who is not doing that, who comes to a campaign and is just talking about things that you can tell that he's not been thinking about the problems of the society, then we have an issue there. Let me go to the text messages in the Volta region. That's quite interesting.
And Akulu district has seen the construction of the first third road leading to the district capital. It is also true that under your administration, district court with accommodation for judges has been constructed. Mr. President, the Akulu district shall have a district hospital by 2024 under the Agenda 111 initiative. The soil has been cut and construction work is ongoing speedily. As if that is not enough, it is true that under your administration, the district is enjoying the first pipe-borne water system. An answer to our ancestors' cry and prayers We are internally grateful, Mr. President. Today, as you commission this water system, permit me to refer to the Igbo proverb, he who brings cola brings what? Life. And state that he who brings water brings life. You have brought life to the people of Adaklu, and on dependence on rivers.